Hello, welcome to Encounter Shawnee Mission. I'm Rachel Hall.
And I'm Dara Williams. Today we'll be looking at schools from around the Shawnee Mission School District.
Let's get started with East Antioch Elementary School, who recently had the opportunity to perform their music at the Shawnee Mission North Area Band Festival.
Let's take a look.
East Antioch recently performed at the Shawnee Mission North Area Band Festival. Presented with this opportunity, they were able to perform in front of a much larger audience than they are used to.
I'm the band director at Shawnee Mission North High School. We had the Shawnee Mission North Area Festival, which grades 5 through 8, all band students, and we had around 400 students tonight perform. Well, for Shawnee Mission North and Hawker Grove, and then all 8 elementary feeder schools were present tonight.
I played trombone. The first one we played was Of Distant Peaks. The second was, I think, the 4th song in the entire thing, which is called Armory. And the last was with the entire people there, like the entire band, and that was America.
Play the trumpet. I like the challenge of learning how to play the instrument, and it's fun.
This is a great experience for the younger kids, allowing them to perform with everyone.
It's kind of special for, first of all, if I could start with the older kids, I think the older kids remember what it was like when they were younger. The concert tonight, we set up in a circle, so it's 5th grade, 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade in the high school, and then we do another lap around. I think the older kids remember what it was like to sit over there when they were younger, so I think you know, they have a good time remembering when they were that age. And then as far as the younger kids, we have a really good elementary school band program. But we don't have as many opportunities over the course of the school year to see that many kids perform at the same time. So it's a good opportunity for them to listen to the older students.
I've performed in December, last December, for beginning band, but now I'm in band 1, and next year I'm going to be in band 2.
Yeah, I played at my school at a concert, but not near as big as this one.
Right now, I think I might be doing it even past high school, because it's really something that I like.
I'm going to say this, and it doesn't seem possible, but this is my 25th year teaching, and it's my 19th year here at the school at Shawnee Mission North. A quarter of a century, because 25 years didn't sound long enough.
With photographer Cole Summers, this is Jack Durst reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Wow, what a great opportunity it is to perform in a festival like that.
Absolutely. Rachel, have you ever built a robot?
No, I haven't.
Well, the 6th grade students at Sunflower Elementary are learning how.
Here at Sunflower Elementary, a 5th grade class was given a grant by Carnegie Mellon to start a robotics program. We asked some of the students what they like about the robotics program.
At the beginning of today's lesson, we were talking about what each sensor does. Like the touch sensor, like it senses when it touches something. The color sensor can sense a color.
We have to make our robot move 50 centimeters. We're doing rotations, and we have 2 rulers that we can measure.
Signal which bounces off of an object and comes back to the other side, telling you how far away it is. Okay. It's a little bit more reliable than the touch sensor.
We interviewed Miss Courtney Moffett about her involvement with the robotics program and how she teaches it to the students.
We teach robotics in the enhanced learning program to a lower version, more simple version, which is Lego we do to 2nd and 3rd grade students. And then we teach a more advanced version, the EV3 robotics, to 5th grade students. And then the EL 6th graders have the option to take it further as 6th graders of their individual personal interest projects if they want to. Problem solving and the basic mathematical standards, and we rise and them to a different level so that kiddos are being challenged and working at their level.
This has been reporter Jared Walker with photographer Mason McGinnis with Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Technology is advancing so fast.
Right. At this rate, robots will be doing everything in a few years.
As we know, technology with younger generations is becoming more prominent.
Over at the Center of Academic Achievement, students are working in action to improve their game animation skills.
I would say if you want to make some, if you want to realize your creativity, if you have any interest at all in maybe doing this as a career and you just want to find out more about it, I'd say go for it, because this is a place where you can exercise your creativity and maybe realize some potential you didn't know you had.
Well, my teacher calls animation the evocation of life. It's the creation of moving pictures, moving drawings, moving images, and we're all learning how to make animations, and we're learning how animation works. We're taught at the very beginning of the class the principles of animation and all its basic rules and what it entails. We use a program called Adobe Animate CC to do it, and this is a professional software. A lot of big name people use this software, so I think that this is a very professionally oriented class for people who want to go into the field of animation. I'm using animation as part of another career I want to go into. I want to go into game design because animation is a very important part of a lot of digital media and digital work, basically. I wanted to pick a program that was oriented toward that, and I think here at CAA it opened up a new opportunity for me. I hope to have a better understanding of the 5 principles of animation, and I hope to be able to animate in some manner as opposed to my lack of experience prior. I'm hoping to learn to be a better artist and hoping to learn how character animation works and how each part moves and how every little thing comes together. As long as you like to draw, you will like this animation class, because the only rule is that you have to like to draw, because you're doing a lot of drawing in this class.
With photographer Lexi Calverley, this has been Damian Sanchez reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Wow, I wish I had the opportunity to create my own animations.
Me too.
Dara, would you say you're good at math?
I'd say I am.
Okay, then what's 7 plus 3?
10.
12 minus 4?
8.
73 times 112.
I'm not sure.
Maybe the mathletic students at Rising Star could help you out.
Our team will be Aiden, David, and
Math Club is a club for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders in the elementary schools in Shawnee Mission, and basically the main purpose of Math Club is we participate in the Mathletics competition, which is a district-wide math competition for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. We do a little bit of other stuff related to math, but our main focus in Math Club is preparing for Mathletics competitions.
I joined Math Club because I really like math, and I think it's fun doing all the problems and using my hands and just messing around with it and doing different problems.
We then asked Miss Lecter what drove her to coach Math Club.
I really wanted to be in Math Club. I wanted to be a Math Club coach because I actually participated in Mathletics and Math Club when I was in elementary school. I went through Shawnee Mission School District K-12, and Mathletics was one of the best things I ever did. And so I knew as soon as I became a teacher, I said I want to be a Math Club coach, and so I did. This is my 2nd year as a Math Club coach and my 2nd year as a teacher, and I absolutely love it. It's really cool being on the other side of it and getting to see the kids be excited about the same things that I was excited about when I was in school.
With photographer Holly Jackson, this has been Zoe Crowis reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
What a great gateway to the mathletics we have in high school.
Definitely.
Do you remember your first holiday choir and band concert when you were in elementary school?
Yeah. In fact, Pawnee Elementary School recently had their holiday choir, band, and orchestra concert showing off their new Noels and holiday songs.
Pawnee Elementary recently had their winter extravaganza. It featured choir, band, and string students. They each got the opportunity to show off their instruments and skills. Each different group sang or played to Christmas songs they have been learning the past couple of weeks. Parents were excited to see the growth of their kids learning and having fun.
The most beneficial part, well, it depends on the kid. Everybody gets something different out of their experience in an ensemble. I think one of the most powerful things that you get out of it is that you really get to work together with your classmates. There aren't many places in school where you get to do that. In math class, you're not like on a team with your other classmates. In strings, you really are rooting for other people to succeed. I think that's a really powerful thing for a lot of students.
I play violin. In strings, we play the music and practice it, and our teacher makes it really fun for us. We typically do it during the school day. My favorite part of strings is the people that are in it because they're just so nice.
There must have been some magic in that old silk hat they found.
I'm in choir and in strings. I play the cello. I really like music. I've always liked it, and so I wanted to join choir since I was in kindergarten actually, and so it's been helpful because I get to hang out with my friends and people who also enjoy music, and it's an interaction with people I have things in common with.
Band is important at the 5th grade level because it allows the kids to get started when they don't have a lot of other activities maybe that they're involved with. We ask the kids literally for 5, maybe 10 minutes a night to practice, and so it helps develop those great skills and work habits early on. So it's really nice to get that started before they get into middle school where they're pulled all kinds of different directions. Band for the little guys, it's so exciting to see them light up and be excited when they can start making sounds and playing music, reading music out of the book, and they recognize some of the songs in the books. It's just that whole wonderment and excitement of, wow, I can do this. That's a lot of fun. I think for the little kids, and really even older students as well as they grow up, what they really take out is, first of all, an art form. They're practicing something that is not an individual activity. I mean, while there's individual practice, when you do it, it's collective. And so you're working with a team of people. There's nobody sitting on the bench. We're all playing together. And every person's important to that contribution. And they're creating a work of art. And it's never quite finished. Even though, again, the notes and rhythms are right, there's more to it than that. We try to create the art form that music is. And so it teaches them at a young age to go back and do it again, to never give up, the grit and the tenacity to say good enough is not good enough. There's more we can do with that.
With photographer Ashley Olson, this has been Mary Beth Carlin reporting to you from Encounter Shawnee Mission.
I love the holiday season. I wish it would come faster.
Me too. Hey, what did you do for New Year's Eve?
I think I went to a party.
Cool. Did you know that the Shawnee Mission West Marching Band went to London to march in the New Year's Day Parade?
Wow. Let's check it out.
Shawnee Mission West Marching Band recently took a trip to London to march in the London's New Year's Day Parade. But what did it take to make it happen?
Truly, we've been preparing since our last trip, so 3 years ago. We've been fundraising basically for 18 months, maybe 24 months.
I went to London because my sister went to London and I was like, wow, that's cool. And 2, getting out and being able to travel and say, hey, I went to Europe in high school it's a great experience to have.
Marching in the parade was a lot of fun. It was really cool getting to see thousands of people on the sidelines just recording us because I'd never seen a band before. And it was really cool to seeing everyone, how excited they were to see us coming.
The amount of anticipation for this trip for most people has been building up since 5th grade. And most of us didn't realize that we were going to London even while we were on the plane to London, the big 8-hour plane.
We did a lot of touristy things, like we went over to Greenwich and we saw the Prime Meridian, we went to Oxford, we went to Windsor Castle. We did a lot of exploring around London, and we got to experience like the Tube, which was their subway, and like the bus system.
They're like my own kids, so I feel like a proud dad. And I always kick them in the pants and always want them to do more and work harder. But at the end of the day, I want to hug every one of them because they've all risen to the occasion, they've all gotten better. And to see the looks on their faces when they're marching the streets of London and seeing all the people and they're all cheering for them, to see them all smiling while they're trying to play and keep a straight face, but I know down deep inside they're all just busting, and I love that. So absolutely proud as any dad could be.
With videographer Lauren Hadaway, this has been Lindsay Hadaway reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Having that opportunity to ring in the new year in London is amazing.
It's even more amazing that they had the opportunity in high school. Growing up is a part of life that is different to everyone, to relate to the different backgrounds people come from.
Westridge Middle School has collaborated with UMKC to write an original play based on the lives of middle school students.
I am the theater teacher here at Westridge. Last year, when I was planning for the season, I knew that I wanted to do another original work. We've done 2 of those before, where we have somebody from UMKC write a play for us. And one of the things that the staff was exploring was cultural competency, the themes of diversity and how we address the diversity here in the district. There's a program for the staff called United that helps develop cultural competency within teachers. So this all kind of grew out of that. And I contacted the head of the playwriting program over at UMKC, and he got me connected with a lovely lady named Lindsay Adams, who is our playwright.
The main idea of the play was just to get people to realize that bullying isn't okay, because the play is multiple stories of different people throughout their time at Westridge, and it all comes together to see the main point, which is be kind to others.
I'm looking forward to creating all the cheers because I think that'll be really interesting. Personally, it's about everybody's experiences in middle school and at Westridge.
My role in the play is I'm an ensemble, but I also play a separate role of a gay student who is in theater.
The play is actually based on stories of what students feel it means to be who they are, their struggles with their own identity. Within the first 2 months of school, in all the English classes, we had students respond to various prompts about who they were, what it meant to fit in, struggles that they had with finding their identity. All of those writings were sent to the playwright, and from those writings, she extracted common themes and stories. And so the characters that you see in the play reflect actual Westridge students. And a lot of the words and interchanges, especially some of the more charged and dramatic ones, some of them are nearly verbatim from what kids said they have dealt with.
With photographer Gabby Nichols, this has been Zach Hoyt reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Not only is this a great production, it's a great way to share kids' stories.
Right. Do you ever feel like you just need a break from school?
Oh, for sure.
Well, Krista McAuliffe Elementary School hosts a skate party for all their students to go to relax and have fun.
We are here at Skate City, taking a look into the annual Krista McAuliffe Skate Party.
Almost all the people from Krista McAuliffe come to skate parties. We come because it's fun and because we like icy. My favorite part about Skate City is probably the arcade. My favorite arcade game is probably the skee ball, where you throw the skee ball and then it goes into the point holes.
With the help of many parents and skate helpers, the students were able to have a fun and safe time.
I'm learning to skate, but I have my friends so they can help me. I think I'm kind of good at skating because sometimes I fall and sometimes lose my balance.
With photographer Dara Williams, this has been Natalie Lamb reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
Recently at Overland Park Elementary School, the students had a chance to go through a body venture. They learned how to eat healthy and exercise well.
In the gym, there is a maze that showed different parts of the body. At every stop, there is a helper to explain how to keep your body healthy.
Let's check it out.
My name is Meg Boggs, and I work for the Kansas Department of Education, and this is the Body Venture exhibit that we take to elementary schools through the state of Kansas. When a group of students starts in the Body Venture, they come to the lunchroom first and learn about My Plate and become a food in a food group. And then they travel through the body to learn how that food and the nutrients in that food affect their body.
Not healthy at all. Look how much fat's in one donut. So Body Venture came here, or they contacted me, and what's great about Body Venture, it gives the kids a little insight of the human body, a little bit about the anatomy and how, all the way from the brain, the stomach, how all that works.
This is how a couple students responded about which part of the Body Venture was their favorite.
I think it was the lungs. I saw a real lung and some real smoke lungs.
Oxygen and get out.
Oh my god! Probably the brain. I thought all of them were really entertaining and educational. I really like them all.
It's really cool, and the kids have really enjoyed it because they get to see, kinesthetically walk through it, and all the visuals they have, not just, a teacher presenting something on a slideshow. They get to actually walk through the human, which is kind of cool.
With photographer Andrew Tapp, this has been Taylor Foss reporting for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
How fun is that to learn and be interactive with the human body?
Such a great idea.
Rachel, what's a hippie's least favorite dance?
I don't know. What, Dara?
Square dancing.
Wow. Let's see the first graders' moves at Comanche Elementary School.
Pictures? Yeah, because of the cows.
This evening we are having a special event so that parents and other family members can come into Comanche. They can walk through the classrooms, they can ask teachers questions, students can lead their parents through, show them things like where they sit during the day, what their favorite part of the room is. Teachers will have maybe some work and projects up, and then students can take their families to other parts of the building to see other places where the kids go.
Along with getting the chance to show their families around the school, Comanche first graders also had a special Old Western event planned.
We're going to be square dancing.
Walk around the circle.
There are 5 dances and we practice 5. We have to practice once and then we can move on to a different dance.
Actually, the first graders did not start learning their dances till we came back to school after winter break, and they only come to PE once per week, but we've been combining PE and music for the last few weeks just to help them to learn their 5 dances. And every year we wonder if they'll get them learned, and every year they get them learned.
Lock hands, honor your partner.
We do the square dancing program so that the parents can see the students interacting with each other. The parents get to see the children follow directions because square dancing is all about following directions. It's physical, so it is physical fitness. It's musical because they walk to the beat, and so students are combining a whole lot of skills at once. And then probably the number one thing for the parents is it's just so darn cute.
With photographers Rachel Hall and Julie Askren, this has been Ian Kyrlaber reporting for Encounter, Shawnee Mission.
Wow, they have better dance moves than me.
You got that right.
Did you hear about the kids at Apache Elementary School starting a club from one of America's favorite pastimes?
Do you mean baseball?
No, they started a club based off of some of our grandma's favorite activities. Sewing.
A sewing club? That sounds so fun. I wish I could join.
Let's check it out.
The kids at Apache have taken one of their favorite pastimes and turned it into the sewing club.
Last year, actually, I had a group of 10 to 12 kids that were interested in wanting to sew. And in fact, we had gotten sewing machines for the makerspace. Some of the kids came up and said, I hear you know how to sew and you'll teach us. And I went, not so sure, but it ended up I did, and I enjoyed it so much we continued this year. Teaching them the basics. They made a pillow first, so they had to sew on a button, learn how to sew on a button, learn how to thread a needle, what pins are for, work on straight lines, and that type of thing. So they all made a pillow first, and now they're on their second project. We have 2, one said she's going to make her apron. So we have 2 making aprons and 1 making a backpack. It's their choice what they want to do. We have a few patterns around, and then they get to choose what they want to do.
Each kid joined the sewing club for a different reason.
It's always been an interest because my mom taught me to a few years ago, but I wanted to learn more about it.
Well, my grandma wanted me to join, but I also wanted to join because I also wanted to learn how to sew.
My grandma and I always love to do sewing. I've made baby quilts for certain teachers that are pregnant or having a baby, and I've also just made little trinkets.
We then asked the kids to tell us a little bit more about Sewing Club.
We come and we have sewing club every Thursday, and we come and we make different projects, and there's all the stuff we need. And Miss Meek has been teaching us more and more about it, and a few weeks ago, another teacher, Miss Brady, started helping us, and it's really fun.
She made us make a pillow, so it's like for like our first thing to start with. And then our second thing, she said we can make whatever. So we could like either make like a baby blanket or apron or a backpack or like a little purse.
My favorite part about Sewing Club is probably just actually doing the sewing machine. I don't dislike pinning or prepping when you're ready to sew, but I just love getting on the sewing machine and making sure that everything's balanced.
With photographer Henry Helmus, this has been Dalton Jones for Encounter Shawnee Mission.
How cute is that?
Very. They're also learning some life skills while they're at it.
This has been another edition of Encounter Shawnee Mission. I'm Dara Williams.
And I'm Rachel Hall. Thanks for watching.